Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? We are back for the Week 4 preview. Almost at the quarterly review after this week, Justin. Insane how fast the season is flying by. We've got international games. We've got 2 Monday night games, an interesting Thursday night game, whole bunch of stuff going on this week. As always, breaking it all down, giving you our picks and our thoughts. Justin, a lot of news heading into your world today. Are you ready?
A new era begins.
Love that. Burke? Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. I be going hard every day, shooting far, NBA, NFL, on replay, MLB, major wave, other artists, minor league. I wish we could stop and see who was in your top 5. Scratch that, top 3. MJ, LeBron, and every other discussion. Cross you up while the shooter in the corner be cutting. No, I'm new to the game, call this my introduction. While these topics hitting harder than the snare and percussion. Why do all these other sports opinions always go and lack facts? Only real place left to listen? How about that?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the How About That podcast presented by Bleacherheads. You can check them out at bleacherheads.com. We're recording this Tuesday. This is getting released on Thursday, and by then you're going to be able to. It's out now, actually.
It's out now,
but you will. This is the first time we're talking about new gears released on the HBT Faves tab of Bleacherheads. So when you go to Browse My City, scroll down HBT Faves, you'll find some new HBT designs, including NFL logo and a Field Position Matter sweatshirt, which I think might be my favorite sweatshirt of all time now. A new Indiana Jones design. Shout out Lauren from Bleacherheads for that great design. We don't have to get into how we got there in some designs set beforehand by Zach. And it's just some other pieces. So HBT 15 to get 15% off your order. Check them out. Buy it. It's sweatshirt season. Get yourself ready for it. And if you're a Colts fan, we got God Bless Go Horse as well. A lot of exciting things. And if you have design ideas, please send them our way, and we'll see what we can do to get them out there. Zach, how are we doing today?
Doing great. Fired up. Love the designs. As you mentioned, look, I know my role now, and it's the microphone, it's the camera, it's talking football. It's not designing. Shout out to Lauren. She can edit these parts out if she doesn't want her name in there. She's way too nice to us. It was a bad idea, and she took it and made it to something that I think is actually going to be really fun for people to wear around Indianapolis as the buzz has grown. We've already gotten people buying it before we even really put it out. HBT 15 to get that 15% off, and the Field Position Matters. I bought that immediately. I didn't even need that was sweet. So love what they're doing at Bleacherheads. We appreciate the partnership and fired up. I mean, a lot of football news today. Jaxson Dart, which we'll get into, obviously. John Mateer. Yep. I mean, I was looking at the Heisman favorites now. You could go literally anywhere. You could go literally. I don't think it's ever been this open.
Yeah, and it's not only that it's open, it's that it's there's not any big names. The big names that we had going into it are all just dead in the water, it seems like, when it comes to the Heisman. So it's a lot of names of people that are kind of introducing themselves on the college football stage, and just anybody can do it. Who knows? There's 8 weeks left. I think people say the rules, you have to win 9 games to kind of win it, and that pretty much can be anybody. So maybe we go non-quarterback. Maybe is there a defensive player that we can look at? Is there a wide receiver, running back? I've said long before, once they went all quarterback, these awards have kind of like died down, and I think the validity of them. So maybe I have to look to see if there's any value there.
Could be Jeremiah Smith. I mean, we'll see what as they start playing bigger games.
Yeah.
But I feel like this year more than ever, it's going to be like whoever's the undefeated team's quarterback, and they're just going to do it because it's just whether that's Carson Beck, Gunnar Stockton, Simpson, whichever quarterback finish, whoever gets the number 1 seed, Dante Moore. So if you want to place a Heisman bet right now, I would just bet whoever you think is going to be number 1 at the end of the year, and take that quarterback. Joey Aguilar is like a good value play for Tennessee. Like whoever you think is going to go on a run is who's going to win. Because I mean, Mateer kind of had this in the bag, and he wasn't even like eye popping, but he was more fun than these other guys. So bummer for Oklahoma.
Very big bummer. I feel like Auburn, you're like, man, that couldn't have happened one game later. I know it happened during the game or one game earlier, just because I think if Mateer's out, they easily win that game. So when we look
could have
back,
been doing
like
Jackson
Oklahoma,
Heisman.
yeah. If it's one of those things, like let's say Auburn goes 9-3 and there's a big thing, but Oklahoma ends 6-6. You say like, yeah, obviously we'll say, but Oklahoma had Mateer when they played them. Yeah. I feel like knowing college football, that game happening in September and these conversations happening in December, it's not going to end well for Auburn. So,
no, and this is going to. I mean, this is going to be a really interesting study to see what's going to happen with Oklahoma for the playoffs because their schedule is insane. I think we've already talked about it on this podcast. Now you get the built-in, like almost good for them. They get a built-in, like probably 2 losses where they like get a free pass on. So they're going to finish with 3, maybe 4 losses. And it'll be interesting to see what the committee does because obviously Florida State goes undefeated and doesn't get in, which we had many arguments about on this pod. Yeah. So we'll see.
Those arguments we don't have to worry about. That was 4 versus 12. So
yeah, and they lost by what, 90,000?
Yeah, but it was literally their B team. So we don't need to do that right now. We don't need to do that. We got too much to talk about.
Let's not do it.
I will say I have 3 things that I wanted to touch on before when we usually were like, what's going on? Number one, we talked about Bleacherhead's YouTube. Yeah. Listeners of the podcast, find us on YouTube. How about that podcast? I think it's How About Podcast. I think is my username or whatever. I don't know. Comment, like, and subscribe. I don't care what you just click on the video, put a comment in there, like it, subscribe to it, and then continue on the rest of your day. That is my one ask for the listeners of HBT, along with Buy Bleacherheads clothing. Number 2, Zach, we're recording this. Last time we talked about Dancing with the Stars on Tuesday nights. Did you get any grief for not being able to watch it?
Wow, I forgot about that. I apologize for that, for putting you in the spot as I did record tonight. Honestly, I didn't. But Nina's also a first-time watcher, so I don't think like she's like that. Like this isn't like her show, so I did not. Are you currently getting grief?
I didn't get grief, but it was funny because I was like, I'm recording tonight after dinner, and it was, wait, so you're not watching Dancing with the Stars? That was the response I got. So
you'll be out there in a little bit.
We're in tune with the Dancing with the Stars in the Buckman household right now. Yeah. Shout out to Baron Davis. You good there?
Yeah, just kicked the charger off. We're all good.
Okay,
tried to play it off. Got called out. It's fine.
Number 3, a little bit of baseball talk here. Because I know if any of the OG listeners of How About That, when we were like, how about whatever, and we just threw out random things.
Yeah.
How about the Tigers? Zach, are you aware of what's going on right now?
So this is a fun game. I actually would like to just guess who's in the playoffs right now, but the only reason I know the Cubs are in the playoffs, and then the only reason I'm aware of the Tigers kind of is because of the Castellani videos that I enjoy watching. It appears they are in an all-time collapse.
All time. They were up 9.5 games in the division 10 days ago. I think they're up 15.5 in July, like locked in the bag. Then they lose, I think, 6 in a row, and Guardians win 7 in a row.
And the Guardians swept them.
And now they're both playing. I think the Tigers are 1 game up. They're playing each other right now in this series, and the Tigers were up 2-0, and they just blew it. So they're down 3-2 right now, going into the 7th inning. So truly an all-time collapse on our hands. Like,
that's gross.
Yeah.
Like they were the best team in baseball for a while, right? I mean, not one of the best teams in baseball for.
No, they were. It was like that was the AL team that you were like having to beat was the Tigers. Pitching. They're projected. So, they're 1 game up right now, and if they lose, I think that they drove. But yeah, in the last 10, Detroit is 1-9, and Cleveland is 9-1. That
is absolutely insane. I mean, I watched this video, and he's like, 10 years, 20 years, as long as I've been alive, we do not beat the Guardians. Like he basically said if they get in this spot, they are going to lose. And it appears that's what's happening.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. A lot of baseball left. And then also in the divisional races, the Yankees are coming back, hopefully to try to win the division against the Blue Jays. I think have to there's 6 games left, so if we go 6-0, they have to go 2-4. So it'd take a lot, but we got an easier schedule.
Are you in the wild card?
Yeah, I think we're guaranteed to make the playoffs. Pretty much, I probably shouldn't say that. I don't think it's fully confirmed yet, but we are up quite a bit into the.
Are the Red Sox in it still?
Yes. So, but we're up like 4 games on everybody. So I think if we win 2 of the next 4 or 6, we're good. So
and then you got the Mariners, NL. No. They're
for
in.
wild card. Oh wait,
Yeah.
you're guessing now?
Now I'm guessing the team's in it.
Oh, I don't think. Well, they're AL first of all.
AL.
But yeah, they're in.
Yeah, I got confused.
Yeah.
They're in.
Yeah.
So the Blue Jays would be the representative from that division. The other, what is it? 3 division winners?
3 division winners, 2 wild card.
Oh God. Oh, and then the other one's obviously Tigers or Guardians. Okay.
Yep.
So would the Tigers still make the wild card, or is this division?
No.
Is this division or bust?
Well, so the Toronto already locked up their spot.
Okay.
Seattle, the Yankees have the second most wins in the AL with 88, which is why I'm like, if
Okay.
I probably
So
shouldn't
the
be
Blue Jays
saying
are
this.
in no matter
No,
what.
yeah,
And
the Blue Jays are
probably
in.
no
The
matter
question
what.
is
Okay.
divisional stuff.
Yeah.
The Yankees, I think we have to win like 2 more games to be considered. I don't know for sure.
Okay.
And we're at 88 wins. Seattle's at 87. So that's 3 teams. Detroit is at 85. The Red Sox are at 85, and Cleveland's at 84, and Houston's at 84.
So there's basically 3 teams going for the last spot.
There's 3 teams. There's 4 teams going for the last 2 spots, but 2 of them are fighting for an automatic bid.
Right.
And
Wow,
so then
good
it'd be
drama.
3 teams fighting for 1 spot. So a lot of stuff going on.
Okay. And then in the NL, you have the Dodgers are going to win their division.
Yes.
Okay, nailed that. I don't think the Cubs are going to win their division. I think it's the Brewers.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other one is, I'm pretty sure the Mets blew it as well, right? Haven't the Mets been blown? I think I saw a tweet. So who?
Yeah.
It's not the Braves again, is it?
No, Braves are dead. They're like
Yeah.
they're dead in the water.
Okay, who's in that one?
And I misspoke. It was 3, by the way. 3 wild card, 3 division.
Okay.
It's Milwaukee, Philly,
Philly.
Dodgers. I think they all won their division already. Maybe
Yeah.
Yeah, they already won them all.
Cubs
maybe
clinched.
Maybe the Dodgers don't win it. Cubs clinched. Padres clinched. So it's Cincinnati and the Mets are fighting for that last spot.
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, and so I guess I misspoke on the AL. It's 4 teams fighting for 3 spots. 2 are fighting for 1 of it. So 3 teams fighting for 2 spots. Yada yada
Yep.
yada. Anyways, there's baseball talk. So a lot coming down. I'm always interested. I don't know how it works, but sometimes they have to play. I think like a 1-game wild card. They
I
used
love
to have to in
those.
the past.
Yep.
Would love for that to have to happen.
Yep. Some of them have like been during the day. I love it. And some of these early
think they
playoff games
usually
are during
do
the
it.
day, or like 4:00 or something weird. Like
Yeah, Yankees never get them. We always get the primetime game,
you're
so I
always
never
right.
have to worry about it. Yeah. So there's baseball talk.
I like it. NBA talk. Zion looks phenomenal. Proud of him. Happy for him. I don't know if you saw him in his press conference today. He looks amazing. He said he feels amazing. I want Zion to be great. So that was good to see.
Yeah, I feel like I was a day one Zion guy. I found him when he was a sophomore in high school before he was big time, when I would scavenge YouTube mixtapes. And so I am rooting for him, but it was almost like the Trevor Lawrence stuff where I'm like, I can't keep doing this every year to Zion. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of Knicks stuff.
Did you see him today?
No, I haven't.
Oh, wait till you
NBA
see him.
Twitter.
He'll be right back in.
Okay.
He looks good.
Okay.
Looks good.
I know we have like the Knicks Reddit is a mess right now. I feel like just because we have no idea what the structure of this team is.
You guys are gonna be fine.
I hate Brogdon. I don't like that we have him.
No, not a Brogdon fan.
So I held the door open for him at Prime 47 one time. I don't even think he said thank you.
Not good. Not good for team morale.
Yeah. So just says a lot about him as a person.
Okay, football. Football. Let's go with the old first off Caterpillar two game lead. We both wrong on the Ravens. We'll get into the Lions at some point. What a performance that was.
Yep.
One of the most impressive performances of the season. Like that was awesome. It's a 2-game difference in Caterpillar. Still anybody's game. HBT 1-2-3. My bold take. The Vikings have 2 games, one in Ireland, one in London, the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
they are going to leave these international games with Carson Wentz being the foreseeable starter for the Minnesota Vikings.
Wow.
A little tidbit came out today that the Vikings offered more guaranteed money for Daniel Jones than we did. Daniel Jones elected to come to Indy instead. We have talked a lot about how weird the tea leaves and everything we've seen have been about this whole J.J. McCarthy situation, right? So they offered Daniel Jones more guaranteed money. They tried to get Darnold back, but Seattle paid too much. And then remember, they kind of tried to sign Rodgers, and then he ended up going to Pittsburgh. Then you have this injury that happens, and Kevin O'Connell's been really weird about it. Like, he basically has said, like, he hasn't even said, like, when he comes back, he's the starter. This isn't a question. He's basically been like, I'm not answering this right now. The guy's not healthy. We told you he's out. Well, like, we're good. And something is, and I know we loved his quarterback or his comeback against the Bears. Something has stunk about this whole JJ situation. And so I think if the Vikings go 2-0, I would not be surprised to see them do some, we're still making sure JJ's healthy. We don't want to kill them. Yeah. They'll throw a little English on it, but that's my bold take, that this thing still stinks like we thought it did. And if Wentz goes 2-0, he's keeping the job.
I like that bold take a lot. I think it's a good one because of also who they play.
Yes, every chance
you can get out of the Pittsburgh game. Mm-hmm. We always talk about who shows up first.
Yes.
They're clearly beating Cleveland out.
That game's already over. That game's already. If you have first half bets, should be already placed for that game.
Exactly. So I think if he plays decently well, I 100% see it, and you can see the class. Like, Wentz just fits what he did with Sam Darnold. I don't know. Yeah. Like, it would just make too much sense. Interesting that when you find out that Daniel Jones got paid or offered more guaranteed money, it almost makes you think that they were telling everyone they were a bridge quarterback. So, like, did they want to give JJ an extra year? Because that makes no sense. Like, if you're offering more guaranteed money, you go to it unless you understand certainly that you're going to be the starter somewhere else. Sure. So I don't know what the plan of attack was that they were offered. But clearly JJ feels like he was involved in those conversations. I mean, obviously he would be, because you just drafted a guy. Why would you not play him? It is very weird. I feel like they're not giving you timelines on his injury, which is the other weird thing. So they're 100% going to be able to say, we're not going to throw him out there too early. We don't want to risk further injury. So
like, all they
just had a kid.
Yep, they didn't even blink. They're like, he's out for the London games, and then they won't speak on anything else. Like,
is he traveling? I thought he was traveling.
He is traveling.
Okay, I thought I saw he was traveling.
I don't know. I'm just interested to see these next 2 weeks in Minnesota and who I fully expect, I guess, JJ to come back in 2 weeks, but I would not be surprised if they kind of fake this thing and keep Wentz going until it dies.
Do they tell him on the team plane?
On the way home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do.
Hey.
If the vibes are high on a 12-hour plane ride home,
this guy.
Like, hey, we're just going to keep riding this out. It's nothing to do with you.
Yep.
You're going to play again.
What's the movie where they have the guy sits at next to the coaches on the bus? Is that The Express? Maybe it's Miracle. I don't know. There's one of the sports movies where it's either the bus or the plane, and the coach calls him up and tells him something, like some bad news. Yeah. And it's gonna be like that. I don't know if it's The Express or if it's.
I think it was. Was it the Lakers document? The Lakers HBO show?
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe. Anyways,
but I think
it'd be like that.
Similar.
That's my take. I like it.
That's my take. And then obviously, I think the Vikings are going to beat Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is. I mean, their net gain yard, like we've talked about it, I think Pittsburgh's so overrated. Their defense is stunk. I don't know how they've won these games. And I just think the Vikings defense swarms them and they win.
Yeah, I'm going Minnesota too. My one thing is I feel like last year we had a take, and I don't know if it was right statistically, but we had the take of veteran quarterbacks are going to handle the defenses better that Minnesota has, just because they understand more. They're not going to get frazzled as much because Minnesota's playing a lot of young guys early. So I I don't remember if that take was correct or not, but I'm curious to see if it was maybe, or get some idea with Aaron Rodgers playing him this week.
So Aaron Rodgers actually played Minnesota and London last year with the Jets, and he threw a pick six early in the game, but then he kind of came back and played well. So yeah, I'm interested to see what happens. But yeah, they've actually played each other overseas a year ago, which is crazy.
Interesting. Did you see the Rodgers Realm TikTok about the handoff?
Yes.
I mean, so good. I don't know how that guy, he's so good at it.
Like he's the best. He is awesome.
I was trying to practice it. I just don't understand how they make the ball
disappear. It's such a hard rhythm. It's a hard rhythm.
Yeah. It makes no sense to me. But like when the Rodgers Realm guy did it, you lost the football. You knew he was pulling it, and like you couldn't see it, even though you knew exactly what he was doing. So, and then when you saw it compared to Rodgers, I mean, it's so good. So good.
Yeah, that guy's awesome. But yeah, that's my take. I'm on the Vikings.
I like it. I'm also on the Vikings. My bold take is one of the quote-unquote response teams will lose. When I was looking through the matchups, there's 3 teams that I feel like have high expectations that lost in either embarrassing fashion or just like a tough loss. We got Baltimore now, Denver, and Green Bay. Yep. They all play opponents that I think that they should win. Everyone expects them to win. With Baltimore, I guess, is the one that is kind of on the line with Kansas City. Green Bay has Dallas, who's the worst defense we might have ever seen. And then Denver has, I think, Cleveland. No, not Cleveland. Who do they have? Cincinnati, that's right, on Monday night. Who might be the other worst defense and also turns the ball over more than anybody else at this point right now. 3 games that I think everyone would say they should win, they will win. I expect one of them to lose. I don't know who. And when they do lose, it's going to send shockwaves through, because now we're talking, if Baltimore loses or Denver loses, we're talking a 1-3 team.
Yep.
And if Green Bay loses, it would be 2 losses to teams that are going to end bottom 5 in the NFL by the end of the season, back-to-back weeks. So I guess a question to you is, Zach, who do you think would lose out of any of those?
I think the one I expect to lose, if I had to pick one out of these 3, is Baltimore. I think the one that terrifies me is Green Bay.
Yes.
I just think this is like the most assumed blowout, which I am a part of. Like, it's everything, right? The bad loss. Mike is coming back. Worst defense in the league. He's going to go get Dak. Sunday night. Green Bay's always played well in Jerryland. Like, this game almost terrifies me because it feels way too obvious that the Packers win this by 25.
I'm
actually going to share some stats while we're talking about this game. This is from Jacob Price. He sent me a lot of information, so thank you to him.
Yes, we love when our in-house correspondents send us stuff like this.
The Packers had a new record for penalties on Sunday. The last time they had the previous record of penalties was in 2010 when they won the Super Bowl. They gave up 13 straight points to blow a game against a bad team on the road, the Commanders, back in the day. This year, same thing, gave up 13 to a bad team. So 2010, again, another Super Bowl weird comparison to that. And then this one's for Will. Will's going to blow his mind on this one. When Bisaccia took over the special teams unit in 2022, they are ranked at the bottom. Since he has taken over, they have gone from 31st to 27th. So their special teams is still an absolute joke, which Will has hated for a long time. So a couple weird Super Bowl stats for the future, and their special team still sucks. He had a lot. Thank you, Price, for sending that over. But yeah, this game terrifies me. I'm picking the Packers, but it just feels wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also taking the Packers. I think the Baltimore one is going to be the one that scares people the most. Like, you're on the road. It's Kansas City. We saw that happens. I just don't foresee how they lose.
I agree.
I feel like I'm almost the most confident in that one.
I agree.
Because Kansas City did not look good against the Giants. I know they won, but it was not pretty. And you could have said a lot of things that they should have lost. So interested to see how that game goes, but I like Baltimore a lot. Denver, Cincinnati, I don't know why this one scares the crap out of me.
This one scares you. Did you see did you see the PFF stuff?
We saw the PFF stuff. Okay. I don't believe in PFF. So let's get one thing straight there.
Do you want to at least let the crowd know what we're talking about? Or?
I think he's the worst rated quarterback who's played a football game this year. So he's 36, I think 36.
Yeah.
Are all the box score watchers are loving that? Watch the game, okay? It's been a lot. The film's a lot better, okay? We're teaching tape over here.
Okay.
I don't know why it scares me so much because it's like, oh, a team that like drastically turns the ball over. Oh,
right.
Denver. Right. Like, it could be a new starter and quarterback. I mean, I think it's too late now that it's Tuesday and they haven't added anybody.
It'll be Browning.
So Browning's, maybe they do it Thursday, but I think it'll be Browning where it's like, oh, that quarterback stinks. This could be a get right game for Bo Nix. I don't have one thing like the Green Bay one. You're like, okay, there are aspects where Dallas can compete in football games still. Like their defense stinks, but they should be able to like at least put up points. I know they lost CD, but like Dax looked great still. Whatever. There is not one thing in this game that makes me like the Bengals. And that scares me more than anything.
Yep.
So
I hate that the Bengals lost the way they did. I hate it. I hate it. Because they're not that bad. The Broncos need to win. No, it's a great question. It's a great point because all these teams need to win. Like the Ravens can't stop the run right now. I think they're 31st in the NFL, but like the Chiefs can't run the ball. So like you said, like the one that wouldn't surprise me is the Ravens just because of the matchup. But I also am the most confident the Ravens in a weird way. Like,
and the one that has the matchup that you're like, oh, this is clearly Denver. It scares me.
Yep. I think I'm the most confident. I think you've got a little. I think there's some Bo phobia here because if they lose, it's going to be bad. Like if they lose this game, they might start talking about Stidham or whoever's behind them.
Yeah, if they lose this game, it's
because it would be because I'm assuming he was awful.
100. It has to be. Like I'm trying to think about the scenario of that they lose. Like let me picture the loss just so I can prepare it. I can't picture it, Zach.
No,
I can't picture.
They're not going to lose. I'm
going to be in a, at a hotel in Naperville, freaking out about the Denver Broncos. So I hope it doesn't happen. But I'm taking. I'm going to say this. I'm taking all the response teams.
I am too.
I'm not gonna pick an upset anywhere there, but nonetheless, I'm scared about one of them.
No, I like it a lot. That was fun. I'll start with one of my two questions, because it's a question for you, Justin. What are the New York Giants going to look like on Sunday?
It's a great question, Zach. Great question. My question was, what does Jaxson Dart look like on Sunday? So I think that it's the same exact question. I don't think we're going to look any different. I don't. I think when you look at this team, it's a very vanilla offense, very predictable. I don't understand how you putting in Jaxson Dart changes that. Maybe the decisions change. Maybe he forces things a little bit more. Like Russell Wilson was supposed to be a good decision maker for us and, was making some bad throws. So maybe we just take more chances, and that's just Dart taking more chances. I think we're going to run the ball a lot more, which I'm fine with. But I honestly, I've been thinking about it all day. I don't know how we look different. Because I think we have players on our teams. I think Dart, I guess let's go back a little bit. I tweeted out, I have a lot of emotions to work through. It sucks that I'm getting a guy who could change the franchise playing for us, and I'm almost mad about it because of what it means for people that I want out of the organization. I can't get excited because I'm I know we're not going to be able to do anything with the owner making the decision he makes and the GM and the head coach. It's just done. And it stinks because then I can't get excited about one of the most exciting things in football. Now, by the game kickoff, we're getting out there, I am going to be excited. I don't know what we look like, what the long-term thing is. But additionally, I've said this before, we've had so many quarterbacks play for us under Dabble. I think Dart, I had the list somewhere. Dart's going to be number 5. or
DeVito,
6.
Jones,
He's going to be number 7.
7, yeah.
He's going to be number 7, and I don't know if any of those quarterbacks have looked any different. Now, Tyrod had a great game in 2023, but it's like everyone had like one great game. So who knows? I hope I'm wrong. I think that we're going to see a lot more flash. I think it's going to be in terms of decision-making for passing, because Dart's just young and he might as well take shots. He's known to do that at Ole Miss. I think we're going to run the ball more, but I don't think overall we're going to change anything.
Yeah, I hope you feel excited, but Sunday I would simply I know it's a little different with a rookie quarterback, but I went from feeling that way to pushing Indiana Jones merch 3 weeks later. So,
yeah,
it comes at the expense of this. Like our success comes at the expense of Ballard's staying, which I don't want. So we're kind of on the same wavelength. I know it's probably more extreme for your situation, but I hope you enjoy it. I think both can be true. I think he's starting because they needed to save their asses, and because they are going to be better and they needed some pop. Like, I think both can be true. Like, I think Dart's going to be better. I think the offense will be more exciting just because of it. Him and Scatabo in the backfield is really fun on an every down basis. So I think this is a tough matchup for him just because, like, I know everyone's like, oh, what? Like, there's never a right time to play these guys if you're going to throw them in. So I don't care that he's playing this game. Like, let him play as much as possible now. The only thing is just Jesse Minter has the college defensive background. So I think that's the only reason that I think the Chargers might win this, but I think it's going to be close just because Jesse Minter knows how to kind of defend the RPO. I think it's going to be heavy RPO, quick pass stuff. But I think the Giants are going to compete in this game. I think it's going to be a team with new life, kind of that fresh feeling, and I think it's going to be close. The Chargers, 3 straight divisional, like, tough games. We just applauded them. Now they got to go across the country against a team that's 0-3. So I think I think the Giants could win. But I'm hopeful for Dart, and I'm really interested to see more of how he looks next week, because this is just a tough one to start against just because of Minter's background.
Yeah, and the whole, like, Dart thing, I got a text today, and it was like, why did you guys even get Russell Wilson in the first place? And it wasn't supposed to be like this. Like, we knew Dart was going to play eventually this year, as much as I was saying don't. He was going to play eventually. The only reason why it's this early was because of how bad the first 3 weeks were.
Correct.
And so that's like a different conversation. And is there a right time? No. I would rather him play. Like, we always go back to the Rosen thing. Rosen got put in the middle of the game. Like, you're not prepared for that.
Against the best defense.
At least now it's a week of prep. The offense that they're installing is for Dart. He's taking all the 1 reps this week. So I don't care when they play him. And, like, yeah, we have a tough stretch. There's no expectations for him. Like, usually, and I think New York is not a tough place to play. New York is a very tough place to play. I think it's the hardest place to play in football. Like, the media, and I know it's overblown or whatever, and I think for people who don't follow the New York media, they don't realize just how much scrutiny there is to be a player there. If Jaxson Dart fails this year, no one's going to point the finger at Jaxson Dart. So I think it's also mentally he's freed, and whether that's something that he actually cares about or not, this isn't like Eli Manning where everyone was like bashing, and then he finally won the Super Bowl. Dart has, I would say, 2 years of no finger pointing. This year, if anything goes bad, it's the people above him. Next year, it's going to be, hey, it's a new reset. System, it's his first new system, sophomore slump, whatever. So I have zero expectations for this game. Honestly, at this point, it's like, throw him to the Wolves. Like, let's see what happens. So I agree. I think it's going to be a lot of like the RPO quick stuff, but that goes back to we're just limiting him then. Like, that's the thing. I know it's going to be what it is, and I don't want that because it's just the vanilla is not going to work. And then I do agree there's a lot of the come down spot. You're playing an 0-3 team. You're traveling across the country. It's 1:00. There is going to be a new energy in MetLife. All the Giants fans who were there were talking about how weird MetLife was last Sunday. So I mean, there's a lot of positives going our way. I don't know how we stop them. And our defensive play calling is just so bad. And our linebacker spot, like, our linebackers decimated. That's why Abdul Carter's playing like a box linebacker instead of an edge rusher, because we just don't have anybody there.
Yep.
if we run whatever stupid coverage we want to run. Also, we're playing big physical receivers. There's going to be 80,000 flags thrown, I bet, for pass interference against us. I just don't know how we stop them defensively. I think it might be a low-scoring game, which keeps us in it, but when we need to make stops, we're not going to. So I'm having the Chargers. I'm gonna root for Jaxson Dart. I'm gonna hope that he shows something. If we win every game, that's awesome. I have zero expectations for him, which I think it's fun. It's honestly freeing to be like, let's just see what the kid has. I don't care if it goes good or bad because it doesn't matter for the franchise right now.
So I think am I getting the pleasure, because you're coming to Indy this weekend, am I getting the pleasure of watching the debut, or are you on the road?
Undecided. I don't know what time I have to leave yet. So you might get the pleasure of watching the debut with me.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
This apartment's done well. Pacers made a good run. Colts 3-0. I think you'd like it here. I think you.
Yeah. It's a safe space.
I think it's a safe space.
It's a safe space. Yeah.
So, no, I can't wait. I'm excited. That first time he runs out there, you're going to be feeling butterflies. That's fun as a fan. So.
Because he could be the future.
Yeah, of course. That's why we do this. That's why we have a podcast. Yeah.
In 2 years, we're going to be like, oh my gosh. Because think of Neighbors, Jaxson Dart, Andrew Thomas, if he ever decides to play football again, Cam Scatterbo, a young team. There. Our right tackle is phenomenal right now. Why did we not extend him last year? That's we're talking about that's franchise problems. On the other side, we got Dexter. Brian Barnes, I think, is 3 more years. If Kayvon continues to improve, he's been proving me wrong. Abdul Carter,
yes.
We have so many pieces right now. But we're also inept, so.
No, it's there. Go Dart. I hope it's fun. No differences so far in the games. And
can we smoke cigs in your apartment? I don't know if I need to become a cig smoker if Dart works out well.
I got windows.
There you go.
Right there. Yeah.
We're going to smoke a dart every time Jaxson Dart scores a touchdown.
I love it. We're on to your question.
Well, Zach, we kind of hit mine, and that's all right. It's kind of a boring week of football. Obviously, I asked the Jaxson Dart thing, and then my other question was, is this the perfect international game this week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Two teams that kind of have a little, I'm interested to see what they look like. Carson Wentz and Aaron Rodgers, two interesting things to pay attention to. Storylines of, or just, good defense supposedly should be the defensive coordinator for the Steelers. That's a different conversation. But just a lot of things to monitor. We're usually turn it on and you're oh, this is just, who cares about this game? This is a game that interests me. I think it's going to be a close game, a good game. I think Minnesota wins. We already talked about that. But nonetheless, I just feel like it's a perfect Sunday morning game.
It's a perfect Sunday morning game. It has to be the middle ground. You can't have the Chiefs and the Ravens in London. You can't waste that. But you can't have the Colts Patriots and the Giants Panthers. We've both had our teams in the past 2 years when it's no, I'm not turning on my TV for that. And now I just lost a game. This is, you wake up, as always, you probably forget that it's on. You turn on the TV, you realize someone's texting about the game. You're oh, sweet, Vikings Steelers. And you turn it on right into the 1 o'clock. So I love the morning games. I'm a big fan because I don't sleep in, so I'm usually up. So I hate when it's 1 o'clock Eastern and it's 11 o'clock and I'm I have 2 more hours until we kick off. So I'm all for it. I think it's
imagine a Texans Saints doubling game.
I'm not watching that.
Snooze button.
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
Yeah. So
I think it is perfect, and I'm excited to watch it. My second question, again, this was hard this week, but I'm looking at this Thursday night matchup, and I'm really asking, does the winner of this game make you feel better about their contention in the NFC West? You've obviously got the 2-1 Rams, who probably should be undefeated, the 3-0 Niners, and then both these teams sitting at 2-1. One of these teams is going to get a division win, go to 3-1. Will one of these teams winning make you go, okay, maybe they can make a run at this and win this division? Or does this game not change your opinion if you still believe in another team?
It would impress me more with Arizona. I think Arizona winning this game would tell me, okay, maybe they can make a run. Seattle won. I feel like Seattle should win. So that it kind of lowers that. But Arizona, we've talked about some of their offensive woes. We talked about how I'm not a Kyler guy. We've talked about the Marvin Harrison stuff over the course of the last 3 weeks. Seattle's defense is one of our favorite defenses to watch. I think going in and just winning against a hard-nosed football team that also can score. They have weapons there. It would be very impressive. Seattle, on the other hand, if they win, you're like, okay, you should win this game. Arizona's I know they're 2-1, but it hasn't. They looked pretty poor.
Yeah, I think that's
beat the Saints and the Panthers,
right?
And then only got 15 points on the Niners. So,
yeah, really 13. They got a safety. Yeah, because even if the Seattle blows them out, which I don't expect, people are just going to be like, "Oh, Arizona's just awful." Seattle really won't even get credit. It's kind of understandable. So I agree. I think an Arizona win would be really convincing for them. And for just their perception, because I have Seattle. And road divisional games are awful. It's hard on a Thursday, but I think Seattle's just the better team. I think they should have won week 1, should be 3-0. So I think Seattle wins this game.
Yeah, I have Seattle too. If Arizona got blown out, I think I take Arizona because I just
agree.
That was such a bad way to lose a football game.
Yep.
It wasn't a burn the tape. Even if it was just they lost a close one.
Right.
Let's say Kyler's going down the field and he throws a pick to end the game or they miss a game-winning field goal. I would probably take Arizona here. It was just a bad way to lose a football game. I don't have any confidence in them right now. Yeah.
Agree.
The Marvin Harrison stuff, it's just a lot of bad vibes.
Good Thursday night game, though. Good Thursday night. Again, it's that middle ground. Good Thursday night game.
Yep. And I think, are we into
no
3 TV setups?
We took them. Yeah.
Yeah, took them both.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go to Vizio. Vizio, a lot of silence from Vizio last week. We'll stay on them. Thanks to all of our people for commenting.
Yeah, I don't know if do we just start tagging them in every single social media post?
Everything we do, we'll tag. Yeah, just tag them.
Make them respond to us. They don't have that many social media followers, so do we just start, hey, great content, would love to partner with you.
Yep.
On every single thing that they do.
Let's spam them. And their listeners, spam them. Vizio posts, like I saw people doing, tag them, comment, mention us. Good. It's a win for all. If we get Vizio TVs, everybody gets Vizio TVs.
Yeah.
Maybe not physically, but
we'll do a Vizio giveaway. I'll give somebody a TV.
I like that.
Hey, podcast listener, look under your chair. It's a Vizio TV.
Love that.
You got a TV in your background. Let's make that a Vizio. I'll put a Vizio TV right up on the shelf.
This is dying to be a Vizio. I want to rip this thing off.
Yeah. But they got to earn the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us, Vizio.
Balls in their court.
Still presented by Vizio, though.
It is still presented by Vizio. It's 3 TV setup. What is on the big screen for the 1 o'clock slate to get things kicked off?
I'm going with the Chargers Giants. Chargers are a great team. Jaxson Dart. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Nope, I have them at 2. It's a pretty bad 1 o'clock slate, but I think they're an easy number 2. For me, I'm just having at 1 Eagles Bucks.
I have that at 2.
Yeah, which makes sense. Bucks, Mike Evans, not good news. He's going to be out a couple of weeks. But the Eagles have played, this has kind of been a house of horrors for them. This was 2 years ago. They got killed in the wild card.
Yep.
3 years ago, it was Jalen Hurts' first playoff game against Tom Brady. They lost badly in that one. Last year, 2 years ago still, in the regular season, they got killed. Tampa's just kind of had their number. And I think it continues. I just the Philly magic from last week, I think, dies a little bit. I think the Bucks have their number, and the Bucks are a physical team up front that can get after Jalen, and Baker's fearless, and I'm not worried about Philly's secondary. So I'm going with the upset here. I'm going Bucks.
I'm just going to take Philly to be different and not pick against them. But did you see that Tampa Bay has the tush push Terminator?
I love that, and I'm happy for him because he finally made weight to be able to make the team. So good for him.
Yeah, no, it is awesome, but it's like that.
I can't wait to see it. That's must-see TV.
Yeah, like that. Anytime I'm gonna have to monitor this game just to see when they're in 3rd and 1. What you put him on the field. What does it look like?
Was he 470 pounds?
Yeah, 6'6", 464, I think.
This is the ultimate test. This is the ultimate test.
Yep. And that is the one beautiful thing is did they sign him specifically because of this?
Ever since Tom Brady walked into those doors, they have become one of the smartest franchises in the league. And this is another step.
I wish we had him.
He should just be on a rotation. Whoever the Eagles are playing, he should. If the league's tired of it, just pass him
$8 million by getting the minimum, like getting $500,000 every week. Too bad the Giants don't have the cap space for it. Did you see that? Talking about the Giants, we were like we have the lowest remaining cap space out of anybody in the league right now.
How? Where is it?
But like they said it. I think it was like 1.2 or 1.7 million we have right now available, and the comment was it's not enough to make it through the season, which doesn't make sense to me. Like, how is it not enough to make it through the season? I don't know, but
oh my god,
that's where we're at.
Okay, restructure season coming to New York very quickly.
A lot of restructures. We're the most restructured team out there.
Get thrown around
Andrew
like
Thomas is going to get restructured again. I don't know what we have to get rid of. Grano. Like, at least Russell Wilson should be gone.
Yep.
Who knows? How we got here, I have no idea. Anyways, are you taking the Giants or LAC?
I'm taking the Chargers in a close one.
Okay.
And then you're on Bucks or Eagles?
I'm taking the Eagles just because emotional protection.
There's our
emotional
first difference. My third game is Titans-Texans. This slate's terrible, and I'm not missing Callahan.
That's such a good point. Who do you have in this game?
I'm taking the Texans, but I don't feel great about it. Like, no team's going to get to 20, so the Titans could win. But
I'm going to take the Titans.
Sure, I have no problem with it.
It's simply because they have a good defense.
Yeah, they do.
And I get, Cam Ward against their defense is going to be interesting. They haven't scored a touchdown in the red zone yet.
The Texans or the Titans?
I don't think they have a red zone touchdown yet. The Texans.
It's a problem.
It's bad.
Their offense is terrible. They have 38 points.
So I'm just going to be like, they got to win a game. But if it's close, I'm not. Yeah. Callahan's definitely going to.
Shout out to Callahan. I know we were pretty hard on him, but after the stages of denial got posted, they just went right into one of the stages. They flipped coordinators. So
yes.
He gave up responsibility. So I appreciate him for listening, taking some heat, and then helping us out there. So
there was a lot of. The Giants fell in that stage technically too. There was a lot of denial stage adjustments going on.
Even though it's kind of a side one, the Falcons fired their receiver coach and quarterbacks coach, just scapegoating, just firing random guys.
How does that conversation work?
I don't know.
Because if you are a professional coach, and when I say professional, I'm talking that's your job. So college or pro, you're going to get fired. But these are also, majority of the time, these are people that are you're following or you have connections with.
Totally.
9 out of 10 times, there's 10% of the time it's truly you don't vibe here, this is terrible. Otherwise, it's hey man, we got to make a change.
Yeah.
I got to save myself here a little bit. The industry.
I think it's the silent agree. Everyone, it's the elephant in the room. He's not going to look back at him and be like, "You're the problem. Why am I getting fired?" I think it's just the known. Yeah. That's the deal.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it any better, but I think that's the deal.
Why don't they show that kind of stuff on Hard Knocks?
I'd love that.
They show the player getting cut. I want to see a coach getting fired.
We've seen it one time.
Well, I know Jeff Fisher.
That was an
all-time. The assistant coach
the fact
getting
that we
fired.
remember it. That's an all-time moment.
That was an all. I want to see a coach firing an assistant.
Yeah,
or it was the offensive coordinator fire the QB coach and the receiver coach. Who does it? Does the general manager do it? Who does it? I don't know. These are things. If you're doing this whole now, I guess we're doing the NFC East Hard Knocks.
Yeah, we are.
Which is. Dumb.
Oh no, I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
But
Jerry's
maybe we'll see Kafka getting fired. If Kafka gets fired, I want to see that conversation. I want to see how that goes.
My guess is the owners come in and then they're just this receiver coach, it wasn't a good hire. We got to let him go. And for some reason, the owners are yeah, okay. And then they just save their jobs every week. And that is why, shout out my girl, Carly, you got to get on that headset.
You gotta get on that headset. What was the thing where she was was surprised by it?
The horrific decision by Steichen to run the ball before the field goal against Denver. Yeah.
John Mara probably doesn't even know how to put on a headset, so that's the problem with us.
Yeah, shout out Carly. Okay. What's your third game? Oh, wait, real quick on the Texans. Oh, I can't. Love that. Real quick on the Texans, just to continue their mess. CJ Gardner-Johnson gets a big deal this summer. They convert it to signing bonus, which usually is a sign that, like, we want to keep you. And then he gets cut today. Like, this might be the season from hell for Houston. And then I guess he can't go back to Philly. There's some weird rule because I thought he was going to. You can't reacquire a player within like a 4-week period of.
Interesting.
Yeah, so maybe Detroit again. I don't know, but
I thought he got signed somewhere. I thought that I saw that he got. I know he got cut. Maybe I missaw.
Did he already get signed?
I thought he did. Maybe I misread something and it was a different guy.
Loyola University Chicago's 106-year-old chaplain,
Eagles
Sister
resigned.
Jean.
Wait.
No.
What?
I think that's fake. Because that did happen. Detroit, he went back to Philly.
Yeah, I guess I thought that I saw that he was, but anyways. I don't know why that reminds me. One of my favorite HBT moments was the Commanders signed, was it Marcus Peters or something? I was like, they just signed it. No, it wasn't Marcus Peters. It was Lattimore, I think. And it was Marcus Lattimore. And I was like, they just signed a corner, like, get the veteran presence. And you were like, no, Marcus Peters went to so-and-so. I was like, huh? And you gaslit me and admitting it was a mistake. And then I had a bunch of text. No, you were right. I'm not right here, though. I don't know why I thought about it, corner.
You just want to throw that out there?
Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to get gaslit again. You're right.
I have Sister Jean news. Are you prepared?
Is it the news that I think it is?
Yeah. She's retired.
Wow. She's retired?
Yeah, that's the news. How?
Oh.
What? No, 106. The old bag's still going. Are you a Sister Jean guy?
I am.
That's what I thought. Tired of her.
Wait.
I'm not saying that means she should pass, but at least she's out of limelight. I guess she had a role.
She's still the chaplain. I didn't realize she was still the chaplain. I thought that she was just showing up.
I didn't either.
So when you said news, I was like,
correct.
Oh my God, this is breaking news.
Yeah, she's retired.
Hey, well earned. Enjoy retirement, Sister Jean.
Enjoy a long time.
Enjoy. Hey, do the traveling you always wish you did. Okay, you earned it. Get that 401k stipend. Start withdrawing funds.
What do you think the first thing Sister Jean is going to do in retirement?
I could see her going to the market in Charleston on King Street.
Okay.
Just a nice little stroll down the market, looking at some handcrafted goods.
Did they get her involved with the Pope? Is that a thing? Would their lives cross?
Wow. What if she rolls out at the Vatican?
Right.
On Sunday.
I'm thinking a little Vatican action for Sister.
Yep. That'd be interesting. I feel like she's like a big fan of like Andy Griffin Show.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, so we're watching a lot of like those reruns.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, game 3. Did I hear Panthers?
Panthers, Patriots. It's just I mean, how can you not want to watch that game?
I don't understand the line.
No, I mean, none of it. Nothing in this game is
nothing. Nothing in this game.
Nothing in this game. No, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Nope.
Is Drake made like official? I know he's in protocol.
Oh, did they put him in protocol?
I thought he was. I mean, he got a concussion, so
I don't think
they
ever did.
Active. Even if he, I mean, 5.5, he has to be. The line makes no sense.
The line would say he's playing. Yeah.
Yes.
But when New England's getting a touchdown on someone, that seems insane.
It's absurd. I mean, they scored on Miami, but I'm gonna take Carolina.
I'm taking New England because I'll gladly come on here and be like, Bryce is back. It's Bryce time, and I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, this game feels like one of those in like week 15 where like, do we have to count this? Feels like we're already at that with this game, but we are counting it.
Well, this is the reason why the third TV the Vizio gave us a third TV, was for games like this.
It is. So already 3 differences.
Yeah.
2 differences. 2?
I'm going to let the cat out of the room real quick.
Okay.
Go watch Dancing with the Stars.
He's probably expecting me to say something right now. I've got nothing.
No, I could hear you the entire time.
Okay. 3 differences so far.
Yep.
I like it. Let's go to, other 1 o'clocks? Or do we go to the 4 o'clock? What do we usually do here?
I think we finished the 1 o'clocks. There's not a lot left.
Commanders, Falcons?
I guess the Commanders, just because I'm
going Falcons.
All right.
I think they respond after being beaten 30-0. And Terry McLaurin may not play.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
My mom called me today. She was just like, does this mean we have to adjust the lineup? I'm like, Lan, it's Tuesday.
Love that.
We got to wait for
dialed.
more news.
She's dialed.
She's going to, somebody's going to fall for the they didn't practice on Wednesday stuff.
Yeah.
Lana.
Yeah. Oh.
They didn't practice today. Mom, they never practice on Wednesday.
You sticking with the Commanders?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Saints at Bills. Okay.
I would love, though, for New Orleans to win this game, and like 80% of Survivor people get eliminated. I will not be choosing Buffalo on Survivor.
Browns at Lions.
Who's it more of a come-down game for?
I honestly think it's the Browns. I think this is a bad spot for the Browns.
It's a terrible spot for the Browns.
How fun was it to see the Lions just back?
That was the game where you're like, a sound head coach.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who walks in the door under him.
Yep.
And I'm like, I was trying to think of guys last night where I'm like, who's like a Dan Campbell that I could get right now? I don't think I got anywhere.
That was...
I did have one name in my head. Greg Olson.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think you got to get a tight end. Dan Campbell is a tight end. Now I'm like, tight ends are kind of crazy.
And did you see they ran that play when he was a tight end in Dallas?
Yes.
And then they ran it when he was in New Orleans. And then now. And it's just, I love that. It's great.
Yeah. So I would like a tight end who also, this is me getting ahead of myself, but it made you just realize, like last night, a lot of these great teams, I don't need a guru on either side of the ball. Mm-hmm. I don't want to, you know how many gurus there are in football? I want a head coach. I want a football coach. I don't want an offensive genius, a defensive genius. I want a football coach.
I had this conversation last night, and that's where I don't care anymore about having to find the offensive guy. If it turns out they're an offensive coach, cherry on top, right? But I want a head coach first.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want a guy who can run a building, can understand, can focus on game management.
Yep. I'm there with you.
Guys will play for.
Right.
And when I say, like, gosh, you know who is just sad it didn't work out with Joe Judge? Because you wouldn't get rid of Jason Garrett.
You're really coming back on the Joe Judge.
I think I always liked him. But the tennis balls in the hands, it was a phenomenal drill.
The QB sneaked it 3 times.
They did.
You need to remember that.
I do. I do need to remember that.
You're tweeting out Joe Judge clips again, and I need you to.
He was bad.
I need to bring you back a little bit.
Hey,
I know.
You would have fallen on the football.
You would have fallen on the football.
But either way, the point stands. I want a football coach.
I'm with you.
So.
And then the weirdest game, I think, of the weekend, Jags 49ers.
I think that's a 4 o'clock. That's our first mess up of the year. Yeah.
Dang it.
Did you have this on your 3 TV setup?
No.
I didn't either. So let's just knock it out. There's only been 3 games left in talking about it. Yeah, this game, I want to stay as far away from this game as humanly possible.
Yeah, I agree.
My goal is to not have to talk about this game next week.
I agree. This is so weird. I'm taking the Niners because, like, I don't know. Nothing would surprise me from this game. Nothing.
No, I'm taking the Niners too. I could care less. I know this game means something, and like the Niners winning, like
it's
okay,
a 2-1 3-0 team.
Yeah, it's just stinky to me.
I agree.
I would rather watch if you gave me Carolina, New England, Washington, Atlanta, Jackson, San Francisco, and I could only pick 2 games to watch. I'm not picking Jacksonville, San Francisco.
I think it's because I finally got you aboard. I think watching Trevor Lawrence sucks.
It's not fun.
I think he's a terrible watch.
It's not fun. Did you see the thing too about Shane Waldron?
Yes,
I'm sure
a receiver one killer. He's a receiver one killer. Insane stat lines. It's unbelievable. I mean, JSN warned us 2 years ago.
Yeah, where he's like, "Are we live?"
Yeah, it's
crazy. So I don't want to watch any of it.
I'm with you there. Let's go to the 4 o'clocks then. What is on the big screen at 4 o'clock? A couple of really good games, fun games.
I'm going Indy Rams.
Wow, above Chiefs Ravens.
Yeah, I think there's a reason why, like Chiefs Ravens, I feel like there's expectations. I don't really. I mean, the game only. I guess it means a lot, but like Indy Rams, I think it's another great test of just, hey, let's just do a pulse check on these teams. Indy going across the country. I think are they America's Game of the Week?
I think it's the Ravens.
What are the Ravens on Fox then? No, they're on CBS. I think they're America's Game of the Week, dude. Unless it's Bears.
Oh, no, weird. I thought the 4.
Unless it's Jags Niners. America's Game of the Week's always on Fox, so.
Yeah, but I thought it was always at 4:25. This is at 4:05.
So maybe I guess it's Bears Raiders.
No, that's a CBS game.
Oh, you're right.
So I guess by default, maybe we are. Maybe there isn't.
Yeah, because there's 2 4:05 games. Yeah. So.
Sure. Game of the week.
I think the Rams should be 3-0. The Colts are 3-0. Just an interesting matchup. I think a good pulse check for either team. Whoever wins or loses, I don't really care. I think the Rams losing would be tougher just because you're now 2-2. I think it's just going to be a good football game. That's my one. Were you Ravens Chiefs one?
Yeah. Who are you taking in Rams Colts?
Give me the horse.
Oh my God. Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun game. I have no expectations. Like I said, these NFC conference games, like just go out there, compete. I think it's going to be high scoring. Like there's nothing to show that we're not going to score. And I've said my kind of hidden fears about our defense. Now Kenny Moore's out for a couple weeks.
Yep.
We signed Mike Hilton, who's was basically him and Kenny Moore were battling for who's the best slot for a while. He played in Lou's system in Cincinnati, so I think he'll fill in fine, but he's not Kenny Moore. I think Ward's going to follow Devontae Adams around everywhere, but Puka in the slot is going to be a nightmare. And Puka's putting up insane numbers. I think he's going to go nuclear on us. So I think the Rams just outscore us in this one, but I think this game could be really, really fun. Good players all over the field on both offenses. Quarterbacks playing at high levels. Maybe the last team to have it wins, or I could see them maybe pulling away. But I'll take the Rams, but excited for it. Just excited to watch. And I'm going to charge my laptop.
So Baltimore, Kansas City. Give me your pitch for number 1 TV.
Yeah, they don't really deserve it. Maybe I should put the Colts. I think
that's why I put them at 2. I'm just like.
I think it's honestly because they're both 1 and 2. I think it's more of that, and it's just like, does one of these teams losing means they're all of a sudden not out of the playoffs? No. The Ravens could lose. I still think they win the division. So I think this is really important for the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will still make the playoffs. I'm not going to do that with them. But being 1 and 3 for them would feel a lot worse. Like Baltimore, they'll figure it out. They're still more talented than 30 teams in the league. The Chiefs are not.
Yeah. Your 3 losses would be to the Chiefs, the Lions, and the Bills.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. So, and I know you could say the same thing, like, oh, it's the Eagles, the Chargers, but it's felt different. And so I'm interested to see if the Chiefs come out and score on the Ravens, because the Ravens have given up, I think, the second most points in the league so far. Granted that nuclear offenses, but if the Chiefs can't score here, it's going to become really concerning if it isn't already enough. So I'm taking the Ravens because I just don't trust the Chiefs' weapons without Worthy. So I'll take Baltimore in this game.
I'm also taking Baltimore, but like you said, I think this is a bigger temperature test on Kansas City.
Yeah.
Let's just see what if the defense still has some life and offensively just kind of where they're at. I don't think that we can judge anything based off of Sunday night's game. So, and like you said, I mean, either of these teams losing, it'd be 3 losses where you're like, if they go 10-7, you're like, yeah, those 3 losses make total sense. It doesn't matter. So, and I think if it was a must-win game for either team, it'd mean a lot more, but it just doesn't feel like it. It just kind of feels like a regular. It feels like Baltimore, Buffalo 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I agree. I think the only way I'd get nervous is if Bo looks really good Monday night, and it's like, okay, the Broncos got their swagger back offensively. The Chargers won again. And it's like, okay, Chiefs are going to probably make the playoffs, but let's get going here. Yeah,
we don't have any more runway because I mean, still like, I know the AFC. When we talked about the picture, we were like, it was hard to find 7 teams.
Right.
And I know that the Colts kind of jumped up a little bit there, as like this is kind of the surprise team so far. But Houston fell apart.
Right.
So
They're
it kind of replaced it.
That. Agree.
Since he's 2-1, Pittsburgh's 2-1, Jacksonville's 2-1, I don't give a rip about any of those teams right now.
No, I'd probably get. Who would you take? Who do you have the most confidence in to make the playoffs out of those 3 teams?
Pittsburgh. I shouldn't have put Pittsburgh in there because I like Pittsburgh a lot still. I just think that they need to tweak some things. But yeah, Cincy and Jacksonville can leave. So we got what? LAC, Indy, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Denver's at 1 and 2. Kansas City.
Yeah, they're going to make it.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about it yet.
No.
I mean, the AFC, the bottom of the AFC is very, very bad.
It's
Tennessee,
bad. I mean,
Houston, Miami, the Jets, Cleveland, Patriots. I mean, Cincinnati, if Burrow's not back, I would expect falter.
Right.
So there's just been a lot of teams that are eliminated.
It's bad. That's actually
it's just weird. Like, now that we're looking at it, side tangent, should be quick. Like, I know parity was kind of the word this year. Like, there's a lot of teams who can win it. There's a lot of bad football teams this year.
There's a ton of bad football teams.
I don't know if we've ever had this many 0-3 teams. I feel like 6. That just feels like a historic amount.
And like bad 0-3s so far.
Yeah.
No, there's the Jags are 2-1. Like, there's a lot of teams that have good records that were like, no.
Yep.
Like, I don't like Pittsburgh. You don't like Jacksonville. Like, there's a lot of 2-1, 3. Like, people don't like Indy. Like, There's a ton of good teams out there that, record-wise, that people don't like at all still. So, yeah, there's very few good teams right now. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Chicago, Las Vegas is both of our 3s.
I mean, what a blast. Yeah.
This is a fun game.
I love this game. Yeah. I don't understand the line. I think I don't want to overreact. The Bears played the Cowboys, but I'm a little worried about the Raiders' trajectory right now. It feels like Bowers isn't healthy. The O-line isn't very good. The defense is kind of struggling. Like, I think the Bears should win this game by a touchdown, honestly. That's how I feel.
I have the Bears, too. I think that there's a lot of offensive questions, not pointed at Geno. I want that on the record right now.
Thank you.
Credit to me. But I think that one thing we can't do as football fans this year is watch a team play Dallas and then raise the bar the next week. Dallas is very, very bad.
No, you're right. You're right. It is like it's bad. They're toxic because the next week it's going to fool people. Yeah.
Like, is that the thing? What was it that we did? Wasn't it the Vikings last year?
Well, it was,
if you played the Vikings, they lost the next week.
Lions.
The Lions, that's what it was. Yeah. The Lions. Yeah. I think Dallas is going, like, if a team plays Dallas, you fade the spread the next week because they're going to be favored.
I think so too.
So, but 1.5 is kind of weird. That's not a tough one. I don't know if I like the value there, but it's something to monitor.
Yeah, I just think, the way I think the Raiders' defense is just not very good besides Chin and Crosby right now, and I think Ben Johnson, I think they can continue their success. Caleb's gotten better every week. So the Ashton Genty numbers are insane. How much he's getting hit before, like the run after contact is insane. Like, everyone's like bust. It's ridiculous. Like, he has had zero chance. So I think it's totally unfair. So yeah,
I would agree with that.
2 Monday night games. We're both on the Broncos already, and then the Jets at Fins. I'll go Jets. Sure.
Yeah. Why not? What are the times of these ones? 7:15 and 8:15.
Yeah, so it's fine. Okay. You don't.
I will say I like Miami's alternates. I like Miami's alternates. I like black uniforms, so that's a soft spot. I'm usually like if you don't have black as like a color, you shouldn't wear black uniforms, but it makes them look tough. Makes them look.
They need that. I like. That's a good point. You're not taking them?
No.
Okay.
Mike McDaniels is going to have some weird outfit on, and that's the problem. He's going to have some big sunglasses.
He's the worst.
Gel in the hair, all black
He's the worst
outfit.
Head coach.
He's going to be wearing black Air Force Ones. I guarantee it. Everyone's going to tweet about it, and he's going to have capri sweatpants on. I just can't. I can't pick that.
No, it's fair. Let's get to the blowout and upset of the week. This week, you have the blowout first.
God, I hate all these games.
I think if you want the Bills, they have to win by like 35.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only option.
Yeah, well, I mean, what is it, 16 and a half?
16 and a half? Screw it, I'll take Buffalo. 16 and a half.
I mean, that feels like they should cover that.
I'm curious to see where you would go here because I don't like any of these games for a blowout.
Lions.
Yeah, that made a lot of sense. I just completely skipped over that one. Yeah, that's a good call. Good call.
Thank you. Upset. I have the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons.
All right, I have the Titans, Panthers,
Colts,
Jets. Give me Tennessee. Screw it.
I love that. Let's have some fun. 5 differences this week. That's a lot for us.
That's bad for me.
That's a lot for us. Justin's on the Bills for the blowout. Titans for the upset. I'm on Lions for the blowout. Falcons for the upset. Justin, any closing thoughts?
Bye from Bleacher Heads and comment, like, and subscribe on the YouTube.
Simple enough. Burke, take us out.